Hi, this is Kimberly. It's time for another installment of Given the Chance, What Would You Say to Chris Watts? And we have a variety of responses, and I'd love to share them with you today. Let's begin, shall we? Oh, and please know that if I have not gotten to reciting your comment, I'm not ignoring you. Please don't despair. I will get to all of them in time. But I would like to provide an example to you of how I am. So, when the kids were little, I started crocheting blankets for them. I have 3 children, all adults now. And the key word was that they were children, as in kid, adolescence, all that stuff. And I finally finished my son's I think it was when he started college or graduated college. I told him this will make a nice lap blanket for you when you're in the home. When you're older, and they all cherish their blankets. Yes, I found one of them out in the garage couple of weeks back. That's okay. They're sorting out stuff at their house, they said again. So anyway, my oldest daughter got her blanket, I think, when she had her baby at age 25. And my youngest daughter, who is 26 now, well, I wrapped hers up and put it under the Christmas tree last Christmas. I finally finished it. And so, if nothing else, I am persistent as well as a procrastinator, but I don't quit shit. I keep on keeping on. I'm cool like that, man. I'm cool. And I don't know why I'm telling this boring ass story. I'm sure there was a point to it where I was going to tie it to something that had to do with the video, but fuck if I know. Excuse me, it's me again. As usual, something came to me during the editing phase. I now remember my point to the dumbass blanket story, but it was to show you guys that thy will be done. Even if it takes me 25 years, I will get it done. I'm working on it. Okay, God damn it. That was my point. Thank you. God bless. God bless America. Let's begin. And y'all, we're supposed to be saying bad shit about Chris and shit, not complimenting me and my channel. But I'm going to read the comments because y'all took the trouble to write them, so I'm going to share them. And I do thank you ever so much. And y'all are so sweet. You don't have to compliment me all the time, but it does make up for when I was a kid. Oh, I say that out loud. Okay, so first, I absolutely love you. Thank you so very much, but I did mention that we're supposed to be ripping to shreds Chris and shit, not saying nice things about me. And make sure when we're ripping him to shreds, just tear him limb from limb, and then leave him there on the ground, and nature will take care of it. Don't worry. It'll get cleaned up, I promise. But I do thank you again, and again. The very sweet comment continues. I swear, listening to you, you are my sister from another mister. I have heard that many, many times, like in my jobs and stuff. It's so funny. We would have this whole thing going, and it was funny, and you had to be there to appreciate it. Anyway, the comment continues. I thought about this question for a while. The conclusion I came to was I wouldn't have one word to say to him. He doesn't deserve to ever be worthy enough for another human being to acknowledge him, period. I like that. Yeah, haven't heard that one yet. Good. And they continue. The whole world should ship him to a deserted island completely alone. Yes, I like that. Go crazy from people not validating him. But the whole world I think that's cute, should ship him, like we're going to have a bon voyage party, the whole world should ship him to a deserted island completely alone and never give him so much as a fleeting thought again. And I feel nearly the same way about his nasty witch of a mother. Yeah, you and a lot of people. Another person said, did you honestly think this was going to work? I know, that's what I've said over and over. God, this is why I call him a fucktard. Anyway, did you honestly think this was going to work? Your wife and kids were beloved by so many. You, not so much. If you thought you could get away with this, why did you open your big fat mouth? Now look, nothing for you. No, nothing for you. I can't wait until you get back to Colorado, where you should be, and the inmates make you their bitch, and then off your sick, pathetic ass. This person sounds a lot like me. Shockingly, the police didn't pay attention to the fact Shanann had a scan on the 19th of June. NK went in July while Shanann was in North Carolina. She blatantly saw the picture of the scan in their bedroom, and that's why she went off crying in her car, and she knew from then on they was having another baby. Why didn't the police pick up on this? I know, I'm sure they did, but I don't know. The second he said I did it, they just put the brakes on everything, wrapped it up and shipped it out to the public. I take everything you say literally, Kimberly. It's the only way to assimilate wisdom and decent new swear word. Well, thank you so much. As a Scot, swearing is basically punctuation. I agree, it is punctuation. People say that, you have a lack of vocabulary. Oh, no, I don't. They say that about people that swear. No, not me and not my people. It's different with us. It's better and it's all cool and shit. This person said, keep doing what you do. Yes, like I said earlier, I'm going to keep on keeping on. The next comment reads, absolutely nothing. He deserves nothing. I wouldn't waste my breath. Well, good for you. I like how you're all assertive and shit. Someone said simply, disgusting monster. And I would like to add demon, fiend, brute, and a beast. Hell, I know. Ain't that the damn truth? And someone said, there are some brilliant studies by such clinical and research psychologists who study monsters like CW and serial killers, etc. Can we ship him off there, please? I'll write a letter to have them hold a place for him. Because he's special. They need to talk to him. It's very, very important for research and shit. Sorry about the background noise. Damn it, y'all. I try, and then I pretend it's alright, and then I'm like, damn it. Anyway, enough about me. The comment continued. I've long had a morbid interest in the whys and hows that makes a killer, as do many people. And in around 2010, I discovered a book called, quote, My Life Among the Serial Killers, end quote, by clinical and research psychologist Dr. Helen Morrison, which is also available as an ebook, she said, who spent most of her professional lifetime researching all of the infamous killers such as John Wayne Gacy and still has the remnants, of his brain in a Tupperware container in her basement. Oh my God. I'm like picturing this and countless others. She personally spent upwards of 1,000 hours with each of these despicable subjects during her career in a dedicated effort to find out why they do what they do. And based on the targeted questions she asked and the answers she received and studied, she finally came to the conclusion that killers are born that way. Oh, God. And she says they are not like us from conception, that the wiring in their brains is not right from the moment of conception. They grow up knowing that they're not like normal people. I think Chris Watts concluded that as well. Anyway, they grow up knowing that they're not like normal people. To compensate for their different thoughts and most often in their complete lack of empathy and awkward social behaviors, they can confess that they watched how other normal people behaved and simply emulated them. That's what Lena Derhally said, almost word for word, that she said about, Fuckface. He was copying Shanann, and whatever she liked, he liked. Then now people are raising hell. She didn't know. She just thought they liked the same thing. She didn't know he was goddamn copying her. And that's exactly what he did. Then when people would come over, he would take care of everyone's children, and he would throw in a load of laundry. I mean, when you're numb inside, you can just keep going, copying people and going above and beyond. And then finally, can I go to sleep now whenever, please? While everyone else is long gone and they're cleaning up and shit. Now, I added that last part in about sleep. Nothing was said about that shit. Sorry. Don't mean to confuse stuff. Yeah, but that's funny. That's exactly what Lena Derhally said. And no, I am not suggesting plagiarism. There's a difference, believe me. The difference is two very accomplished professionals and authors who would sooner die than to copy from someone. Perish the thought. No, their words are quite enough, thank you. And this is nothing in comparison to that scribe. Their words are based on years upon years of research and schooling. And, however, let's turn our attention back to this very thought-filled comment. So yeah, they do that to compensate for their different thoughts and their complete lack of empathy and awkward social behaviors. They confess that they watched how other normal people behave and simply emulated them and only copied the empathies they displayed towards other people. Yeah, this is CW all the way around. They said that they learned to hide everything about their true selves. Can't you see how one would conclude that they have found their perfect match? I've never had someone that has so much in common with me. But back to the comment, she continues, they said that they learned to hide everything about their true selves, particularly those things they knew others would never approve of, but eventually they felt. And I think they do this to fit into polite society. And then they finally reach that point in themselves where I cannot do this anymore. You can see in these videos where Fuckface is standing in the background saying, fuck my life, just shoot me. But Shanann was not picking up on those clues until he went extreme the other way. Until the ultimate, finally, of they would burst if they didn't give in to their true selves and their real urges to kill. Dr. Morrison says not all people who are born killers will ever act on it. Wow. Or act on their impulses, sorry. My mind is roaming thinking of all these people I've seen throughout my very long life. Anyway, the comment continues. For some, it required some kind of an uncomfortable trigger, like being mocked by a woman. Oh, that's kind of a shame. I know that was hard for them to deal with, or it was for Chris, and it sounds like other people kind of got the same kind of treatment. Well, it's who they're attracted to, right? They willingly put themselves in a relationship. They don't want to be the boss of themselves, much less a relationship. No one drags anybody to the altar anymore, I don't think, but I don't know, does that still go on? These days, all you have to do is ghost someone on social media, right? Thank God I did not grow up in the age of social media. I myself would have never survived. Forgive me, let's continue. For some, it required some kind of an uncomfortable trigger, such as being mocked by a woman. For others, it only took an opportunity to kill to present itself. And once they gave in, they weren't stopping. I can't recommend this book highly enough to those of us who ponder such questions too. There will always be those who disagree with Dr. Morrison. The nature versus nurture debate continues, but I think she hits the point. For example, there's countless thousands among us who've grown up in the most traumatic of home lives, who've been beaten and sexually abused, starved and tortured. Oh my God. Just look at survivors of the Holocaust, but who would never harm a fly. I think Dr. Morrison is certainly worthy of reading her research findings. And when we see what a socially awkward and psychologically nurtured personality C.W. displays in every video, every photo, he clearly also stunted. His expressions are never appropriate. Yeah. She's right again. I love this comment. He never smiles with his eyes. He was a born killer, and in my opinion, NK was his trigger to kill. Sounds like hit the nail on the head. Someone replied, "Wow, thank you for that fascinating and beautifully written post. When I complete this reply, I'm headed straight to Amazon to buy Dr. Helen Morrison's book. Bless you for the recommendation. It sounds absolutely gripping to those of us who are intrigued by the darkest human behaviors." And this is a very, very long comment, possibly longer than the original comment. I will come back to it, not in this video, probably the next. It's very insightful as well. You'll like it, but I'm tired. The next comment reads, "Hi Kimberly, I don't always leave messages, but anyway, remember that movie Clockwork Orange? I know the name of it, and I'm sure I've seen it, but I have CRS, can't remember shit." So anyway, the comment continues. "Remember that movie Clockwork Orange when they had the guy eyes pinned up, putting the truth serum dripping in his eyes? I do remember this. Why couldn't we do something like that to Chris Watts? I know, right? Only with acid drips, so he would go blind and wouldn't know what was coming at him. Are you talking about the acid burns like battery acid? Or are you talking about he'd get an acid trip? I think we need to do both. After, first the battery acid shit, and then the I'm on a trip, man, acid. Anyway, continuing. Just like Shanann and her beautiful babies didn't know what was about to happen to them, maybe his new friend Bubba will get sick of Chris and do him in. Thanks so much for sharing. I've always appreciated your work. Thank you so much for visiting my channel and leaving a very nice compliment. Y'all are very sweet. I know I say that every time, but it means a lot to me. It does. Anyway, God damn it, y'all, stop. P.S. And no, I don't think you sound like a robot. I think you're pretty funny. Thanks, Kimberly. I'll never forget this horrific story, and someday Chris will meet his makers. Yes, I'll never forget it either. And yes, he will. Karma's there. It's coming for him. It's all right, y'all. We don't have to get mad. In the meanwhile, we can have fun with this kind of shit, and without getting in trouble or getting arrested and stuff. So, and then someone else said, "Why? Just why?" I know, we all ask why. Someone else said, "Nothing. Just make him feel the hurt he caused." Oh, yes, please. That would actually be very awesome. Good one. I like that. Thank you for your comment. Another person said, "To his mom, you must be proud. Christen his forever life in a plush, gated community. Lovely." Yes, he is, isn't he? He is, isn't he? Just silence. His name to never be seen or spoken again. I like that. I'd ask him why. Was it that your infatuation with your new woman was totally blinded any love you had for your family? Did you ever love them? What was going through your head that night? Did you really have sex with your wife when she got home? Because I find that one hard to believe. I do as well. I don't believe him. Someone's comment read, "Daddy, please don't hurt me." And someone replied to it, Those words have left permanent scars on my heart. I wish so bad I could have 30 seconds alone with that monster. You and me both. We'll take turns. Tag team. How's that? Someone said, disgusting monster. Yes. Yes, you see it too, someone replied. Someone said, we love you, Kimberly. Don't worry. Thank you. That's very kind. I'm not sure what it meant by don't worry, but everyone's just so sweet. No matter what I say or a little trial that I'm going through. But let's get back to slamming fuck-a-face. Someone else said, I wish I could talk to you, CW. I think she means I want the truth. Love you, Kimberly. Love you back. You make me laugh so hard I cry. I make myself cry as well. I slam off to bed then, and then all hell breaks loose. Thank you for all you do. Nothing like a good slamming off to bed to wind up the day, especially a particularly trying day. Someone said, agree, let karma catch up with him. Evil soul, indeed. Something's going to catch up with him. I hope I'm there on the sidelines when it happens. Chris also smeared Shanann to Cindy so she would hate her. Agreed. Yep, he wanted them to hate each other, so they wouldn't talk, I guess. They would have put 2 and 2 together, maybe. It's too bad that the Watts family couldn't find it in their hearts to embrace Shanann the way her family loved Chris. Also, poor Dieter. What a long, miserable summer. He couldn't even take him to NK's when she had a dog. Thank God he went with the Rusiks. Agreed. Wholeheartedly. And I'll tell you, I saw a brief clip of the Netflix documentary and how Shanann's family was just all boo-hooing and stuff at the wedding. Oh, she couldn't have found a more terrific guy. You're perfect, blah, blah, blah. Run like the hills next time y'all run across somebody like that. They're not real. Go away from them. Go in the opposite direction. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Call 911 and say, I need help getting away from a fruitcake, dipshit, anything. Just run. Run like your pants are on fire. Someone said, she is so pretty, still can't believe this happened to her and her kids. Makes me sad, really. We all feel the same. Someone else said, why didn't you just walk away? Yes, we want to know that. Why not? Say, I'm a big jerk. Shanann would have said, I know. You'd have said, I have to walk away. She'd have said, if not, I'm going to throw you away. So they would have been on the same communication level there. Shout it out from the mountaintops, Kimberly. I would love to. And I have. I didn't see that video, Kimberly. Otherwise, I know I would have seen your pic. Okay? This must have been one where my picture was in it or something. Shanann was a really good salesperson. She believed in her products, also had a personality to go along with it. I loved the smile and her cute laughter. Such a sad and horrific ending to her and the children's murder. Thank you for sharing this, Kimberly. CW is a piece of shit and will always be. Amen. Next comment. He also admitted to spiking her drinks with painkillers to try to abort baby Nico. So he took the next step when that didn't work? I guess so. I have no words sometimes, which is unusual, but it happens. Oh wait, here's a few. Isn't he nauseating, revolting, offensive, distasteful, repugnant, stupid fucking dickhead? His family, his mother and father, are the most decrepit, using scriptures from the Bible to smooth over his hideous, monstrous crime, to sleep with themselves at night in their viper pit, snakes hissing. Ooh, that's very descriptive. Very. Bravo. I'd ask him why. What was going through your head that night? Peanuts. Inside his peanut-shaped head is air, And besides that, there's this teeny weeny dried up peanut. That is his brain. He has a fucking peanut head. It just rattles and rolls. It's rotten too, to the core. One day when you're not looking, you will get shanked in prison. Ha ha. The fuck wrong with you? Nice comment. Thank you for stopping by. The fuck wrong with you? Excuse me, was that directed at him or at me? You are disgusting, Kimberly, craving for violence towards dearest Chris. You're weird. That's a really odd comment. Okay, have your say. Much love and peace. You need it. The real question is, what would you do to CW and NK? Screw the talking. He had that chance. I really hope he gets put in general population. Yes, many people are wishing for that, including myself. I can't stand looking at him, knowing what he did to his beautiful family. He's a horrible so-called human being. Yes, totally agree. Torture him until he tells the truth. Fair enough. I would like to superglue Chris Watts' eyes open and make him look at the crime scene photos of how his family's bodies ended up. I love these ideas that people are coming up with. Can someone make a spreadsheet, please, of the order in which we will do them? Thanks. Then I would ask him, do you still feel like a father now? Yeah, really, dumb fuck. Real men cry over dead babies. Fake dads dump them into oil batteries. So sorry, I seen this one video on him and I thought it perfectly fit for him. Let's not even mention his name because that makes him human. And we all know he's not human. Those are the words from the prosecutor. He is absolutely right. It also sucks that every time I have to write my name, I have a horrifying reminder of this pathetic animal. Even though it's not exactly the same, last name is disgustingly close enough. I understand. It would me as well. Enough of Chris Watts already. It's no longer interesting. Then why are you here? Why are you seeking out the videos? That's what keeps it going, you dumbass. You're a part of it. I don't understand your kind. Why are you still breathing? How could you? You have no right to breathe, evil monster. I have absolutely nothing to say to CW. He should have gotten the death penalty with an express lane to the gallows. Well said. The question isn't the right one. I reformulate it. Given the chance, what would you say to Shanann? Answer. Don't marry him. Anything would possibly tell him would be totally useless. Fair enough. I agree. Someone said nothing. I'd say this to Potato Head. Do you still think it was worth it? Then I'd say the rest with my hands. I understand where you were going. Your day is coming. Oh yeah. I'd ask why. Yes, we all want to know why, don't we? Shanann is so beautiful and classy. I don't know what Chris saw in NK. She was so manly and unattractive. Maybe that's what he liked about her. I did read or see on a television segment one time that because someone asked, why do men leave their wives for someone less attractive? And the psychologist or whoever was there said, it's not about the looks, it's how he feels when he's with her. So that is something you can ponder. So sad. Rest in peace, Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico. Beautiful angels. Yes, indeed. Duh, Ronnie didn't turn to drugs 'cause Chris left him. He turned to drugs 'cause now it was him and her. I will politely decline from commenting. I don't talk to narcopaths. Okay, got it. Why was She not supposed to be there, Chris. You can't be speaking about Shanann. She belonged in her own home. So who was there that wasn't supposed to be? Only one answer makes sense. NK was there, and you need to come clean. This person is strict. I can't think of a single thing. His head is an empty coconut shell. Nothing would register. The Lord will handle this. Yes, keep the faith. I would just play him one of your peanut head rants. Says it all for me better than I could. Thank you. I think it's fairly complete. What would I say? The Chris Watts. I would say, let's go right now, you and me, and I would kick his ass. Hey, let me know when you do that. I want to watch. He goes, pink means girls, and she corrects him and he says, I know, but he didn't know. Yeah, I caught that too. Forever the dumb fuck. Someone said, I have 2 adult sons. I would have been honored to have a daughter-in-law like her. She worked hard, she loved hard. She was a beauty and pretty smart. She loved her babies, all 3 of them. True. Oh gosh, yeah, I would too. Love to have a daughter-in-law, a friend. Any of would be great to have Shanann part of our lives, wouldn't it? Someone said, absolutely. Only a very warped and twisted woman, the kind of woman who could produce a family killer, would be hateful, cruel, and spiteful to sweet Shanann. Step forward, cyanide, Cindy Watts. Why couldn't she have just been a bit kinder to Shanann? I mean, would it have killed her to say a few kind words to her now and then? I'm lucky to have had a kind mother-in-law. Didn't Cindy just seem to judge every chance she got? How awful for Shanann. I'm so glad Shanann stood up for herself. Every woman has the right to have their own style of raising their children. We don't have to change our personalities and lifestyles to accommodate others' wishes. Exactly. I do hope you have taken some pleasure from today's installment of saying mean shit to and about Chris asshat, fuckface, piss face, big fat whiny crybaby, dumb fuck Watts. Y'all have worn me the hell out, so I gotta go. If you still want to leave a message, it'll be read eventually. Just put it there in the comment box. Much love and peace. Thank you for listening.